Okay, so we've talked about the Mercedes model and how you can use this as a way to understand how we do our state at any moment in time. And we've also shared with you some practical tips, tools, techniques that you can use if you're in a less positive state than you'd like to be. So you can play about with the pictures that you're running in your head, the qualities of those. You can play about with the qualities of self-talk, so the tone of voice that you're using, the volume of it. We've shared with you that time jump technique. So for something that you're anxious about, if in your imagination you jump time to a point after it's over and done with, and you look back on the event and then just check what that does to the feeling of anxiety that you'd previously had. So with one other technique that's very useful around anxiety, and it relies on understanding the nature of anxiety as an emotion. So what people generally do to feel anxious is that they imagine something in the future that hasn't yet happened, and then they imagine it going badly wrong. And that picture that they run in their head of this event going badly wrong, maybe they tell themselves a little bit about it. That leads to the feeling of anxiety that comes out in our behaviour. People who do anxiety well, they generally don't do that just once. Generally, they'll do it over and over and over and over again. So they'll repeat that imagined experience any number of times. And given that they can do that, it means that they're going to be great at what we're going to share with you next. Because the problem is for people who do anxiety well, they stop too short in their imagination of the event. Because they can go up to the point of something happening that they'd sooner not happen, but then they stop there and go, oh my God, if that happens, I'm going to feel awful. The trick is to actually stop and think, if that were to happen, and I was going to handle it really well, what would I then do to handle it really well? So to take yourself beyond the point of the event that you feel anxious about and to go, yeah, and if that were to happen and I was to handle it really well, what would I do? And then to vividly, mentally rehearse doing that thing well over and over and over and over again. Because the problem with anxiety for most of us, we stop at the point of going, oh my God, if that happened, it's going to be awful, rather than going, and if that were to happen, what would I do? So you just need to take it beyond the point of the event and think about, yeah, if that were to happen, what would I do if I were to handle it really well? And rehearse that over and over again. Okay, that's that one.